This is Ari Rosenblum. Ari is the founder of Meme Therapy, which enables people to track and communicate how they think and feel in the same language that they speak on a daily basis for better mental health on their own terms. So today we're here to talk about his experience mentoring with Nabil.
Hey, great to be here.
What was the biggest challenge you had before you started working with Nabil?
The biggest challenge I faced was primarily a lack of clarity. So obviously there's a lot of moving parts in a startup. And as a first-time founder, the younger individual myself, there's a lot of conflicting opinions you get. I often repeat it to Nabil, you lock 12 successful people in a room. Each of them will have a different story of how they got there. So there's a certain lack of clarity, which I felt I wanted to address when moving forward with my startup.
Okay, and what were you doing to overcome that lack of clarity before you started working with him?
So I generally speaking consult with many people, even during our engagement as well. Always seeking advice, always seeking to speak to people who have been successful. And the closer their success was to what I envisioned our success in therapy being, the more relevant. That being the case, it's hard to take information from many people. So there's a certain amount of confusion garnered by the same clarity that I was getting access to. So
that's great. How's your approach changed having that information under your belt?
It's been helpful for many founders. I'm assuming there are some founders who don't get enough help. And then there's the founders that get too much help. And I say that cautiously because it's not about help as much as too much advice and too much varied advice, when ultimately you have to write your own story. It's of fundamental importance that story resonates with you and it aligns with your skill sets and your interests. And I think the point about contextualizing, which he provided, was very valuable, recognizing how even experts have their own biases. So make sure to counter those biases by bringing more experts from the same field, and then you'll get a clearer picture from which you can then make your own opinion. Successful people do things, and whatever facilitates getting things done is what they do. But the pursuit of learning how to do things in of itself only has value if you're doing those things.
Absolutely. There's that practical application end where it's, you can theorize and you can research and you can make an academic exercise of it, but until you've actually done the thing, it's a little bit moot.
No, I definitely heard a really good analogy. It's about trying to learn basketball from books. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
The best basketball players spent the most time on the court, not researching the topic.
So what was your favorite part of working with Nabil?
There were a few aha moments. What initially resonated about our conversations was his ability to understand what I was going through. So that was prior to our official arrangement, kind of just having these conversations. Someone understood me and had the patience to just hash it out over longer periods of time. And then within our arrangement, the main value I saw was in driving certain approach, which I hadn't necessarily thought about value-based, driving sort of value as opposed to product-led. I believe the value he brought was really recognizing the value you can drive for somebody and not selling yourself short. I think that was a major importance. Not selling yourself short as a founder to yourself, and then not selling your product or your service or your solutions to the client, both in terms of financial value, but also in terms of the relationship. A certain lack of assertiveness a founder may have, both for themselves and also for others. Your product's still being developed. It's not yet in a place where you want to be. And you don't necessarily have the confidence to ask for money for it or approach a conversation as if you're giving. Whereas any relationship, obviously there's value being transferred. And recognizing that value was a major shift in my mind, and I think in my approach, which Nabil helped effectuate.
I love that. And it's, what I'm really hearing is that you get that confidence of sitting there and going like, no, I actually do drive value. And I can be, I'm not just one in a million startups that you could invest in. I am a particular value creator.
That's how I look at it.
How would you describe the difference between building your business on your own versus when you were working with Nabil?
Well, it gave me a certain amount of structure in terms of having someone to report back to or to discuss with. And for myself, it gave me the second opinion I always want to have, because I recognize my great strength as a first-time founder is also an expression of my experience. So having someone less inexperienced, or rather more experienced, who I can run everything by as a second opinion with less bias involved is always, I think, is imperative for any decision making, and particularly at the formative years of a startup. When you're still laying the foundation, it's important to have an architect who's built the building before be there with you as you're laying the foundation. So I think in that regard, it was very valuable.
That's fantastic. And I love how you point out that it's, when you're working with investors, they have a stake in your business. So obviously they have an agenda, co-founders, the same thing. Like when you're working with a mentor, the agenda is to make you successful. And ultimately you kind of have that security of knowing that you're pulling in the same direction, and you're the one who's charting the course, and that mentor is the one who's sitting there going like, all right, if that's the course you want to go, here's the map. Let's sit down and let's figure it out. And it's that co-pilot as opposed to somebody who's kind of like, hey, I kind of want to be a captain from the back seat.
Yeah, correct. I mean, we all have our biases and we all have our shortcomings, and everybody has a vested stake. So having someone whose vested stake is your success is obviously a no-brainer.
Are there any highlights, any particular moments that you can share around kind of the difference that Nabil brought to your business?
I would say around a third of the way in, there's a specific aha moment around Nabil's approach to customer discovery and the incessant need for asking why and really getting to the root of the problem. I saw that starkly when I joined at a meeting together with some team members with a potential client, who God willing will be a client of ours. And given the framework which Nabil had given, provided me, I noticed very stark differences between the way I was approaching the questions and then one of my team members, and recognizing that the value my questions were driving was of an order of magnitude greater, in the sense that it allowed for us to understand deeper problems and deeper questions, which I would say really shape certain narratives that we're writing now and describing, and shaping an approach to this specific client. So I would say that was an aha moment. And then, as well as getting to a point, we haven't yet closed the sale, but getting very close to sale now. And there's certain communications which it comes across pretty obviously that not only we will close the sale, and having the confidence to close up to get ready to pitch them at a higher amount than I ever thought I would. So those would be the two standout moments.
That's fantastic. And I really love that you pointed out, like, it's really in line with that kind of valuing yourself, valuing your contributions, and having your prices reflect that is a big part of that. Is there one piece of advice or encouragement you'd give somebody who's on the fence about working with Nabil?
I think the main value for me was, as mentioned, recognizing the value I have and the value that I'm offering through my services. I think that for anybody looking to start business, and particularly somebody who's looking to build a business as opposed to go the VC route or product route, I think there's a lot to explore here. And I think Nabil's a great mentor in that regard.
Is there anything else you'd like that people know about your experience working with Nabil?
I'd recommend, if somebody has the capacity to do so financially and has the bandwidth, Nabil's a great opportunity to explore building a business, a route to doing so, and de-risking a lot of the initial concern and confusion around building a business. And I personally think you should build a business. So if you're so well suited to do so, I don't know why you should, as they say, make mistakes others have made already. So definitely encourage you to take the leap if you're in the position to do so. Both position to build a business and take someone along with the journey, so that the journey is not so lonely and it's not so long.
So this has been Ari's story that he's been kind enough to share with us today. Ari, I really appreciate you taking the time to share your experience in working with Nabil with me. Thank you.
Appreciate your time and appreciate you helping facilitate this. Big believer in God Almighty, and we end up in the right place, the right time, with the right people. So very, very grateful to that, and grateful to you guys for your part in this journey.